been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop the breath. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. Set my heart afire. Connect the dots straight to the start of intoxicating want. Lingering touch, these soft words whispered in the dark. Set my heart on fire.
Okay, now speaking of my microphone once again. Funny part. Let's close my door. I'm still waiting for Mr. Mark, by the way, people. So that's why the webcams are not working yet. So have a little bit of patience, I guess. Where is that fuck? Really, where is he? Come on. My webcams are working, but I didn't set up a normal webcam for it. Finally he's responding. Wow, that guy is slow. Good. So let's give him a Skype call and maybe my Skype will turn on. Maybe it will work now. Okay, come on, Mark. I know you were sick last week, but come on. I'm waiting. Mark's unavailable. One again. He's slow, really slow. But at least you see a picture of me drinking something. I mean, that's also funny. But he should be active, so I will call again. I didn't set up a normal webcam, which is stupid, but I didn't do that. Does he even have Skype on? I mean, he is online. Can I not mute that stupid ringing sound? It's irritating me. Calling. Hello? Is that
Hallo.
Mr. Mark? Hallo, bist du da?
Ja, ich bin da.
Ich kann du nicht sehen.
Ja, aber jetzt, Sie können mich sehen.
Yeah,
Hallo.
hello. Yay, did you find any topics by the way?
No, not really.
No, me neither. Oh my god, so we always do that. We have no topics at all.
Well, I did really look because I thought, well, we have this live thing, but then there's literally not much to talk about except the only reasonable thing I found was that Windows is cleaning up all its logos.
Yeah, which I saw actually as well.
But I mean, that's like a pretty little general thing.
Well, what I found, so I didn't really read up on it because I don't really care. It's the new Xbox, that's coming out. Which I was thinking, well, maybe that's cool. I didn't
Oh
really
yeah,
read
I
up
saw the
on it.
presentation or the at least the article on the presentation.
Yep, I didn't really read it, so that's actually up to you. But first, we actually start. How was your week? How was work? We're actually not working for you.
Well, I was ill all week, so I didn't do a lot.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So yeah, my work was pretty good for a week. Yeah, I had a good week. Stupid people on the phone, which is normal, I guess. I updated my webcam software, which is fine. Yay!
That always happens.
Yep. I actually had some Christmas decorations in my room right now, so actually here, a little light over there. Lovely, huh? I don't care. So,
it's Christmas, so yeah, it's only 2 days a year.
Yeah, well, the fact is I needed a little bit more light, so my webcam is actually picking up the light pretty well. So it's actually focusing on the light now instead of me, because I'm always white. That's because I am a vampire. So yeah. So yeah, my week was good. So you were sick and you're going back to work tomorrow. Huh?
Yes. I
Wow.
still feel better, but I still have kind of a cold and no hunger feeling whatsoever.
That's
So
good.
I'm trying to eat a pizza tonight. I threw away about 3/4 of the pizza because just bleh, it
You
was
were
not
not hungry at all. Well,
not hungry at all, and
well,
everything
actually,
tastes weird as well still. So
well, actually, my nephew was here, and my mom was actually at her volunteer work, cooking at her elementary, whatever what she was doing. So actually, I had to cook dinner for me and my nephew, and of course, when I
wow.
make something, it will be great. It will be perfect. So I made a lovely chicken, which is actually pretty good with a lovely marinade. Mm. that
Did
marinade
you take a
alone.
live chicken and slaughter it?
Well, actually, I wanted to, but it was an Albert Heijn chicken, so it wasn't really the greatest.
In front of your nephew, slaughter it like, hey, little nephew, this
Well,
is how you really prepare food.
well,
And
the only
chops
thing
it
I
up.
didn't know that he was actually here, so otherwise I would actually start marinating it the day before. But yeah, it was fine.
Well, it is nice to marinate meat because, yeah, when you just start cooking it, it's pretty tasteless.
Yep. So that's actually what I did today, making a dinner and doing really nothing. Actually, I wanted to clean up my
Me neither.
computer because it was a little bit dusty, but I was thinking, no. So yeah. So what topics did you find except for the logos from the Microsoft?
Well, that was about it.
That was about it. Well, same here
Yeah.
actually. But the new Xbox, I didn't really read on it because I'm not really interested in
Yeah.
Xbox. But maybe it will be
I
better.
I read a little bit about it, but just a quick look.
Hmm.
Yeah, they say it's gonna be. To start with, it looks totally different. It looked like a big, how do you call that? Not a square, uh,
Hmm.
but how do you call that when it's stretched? A stretched square. How do
The
you call that?
now Xbox, I will look it up since I actually didn't really.
Anyway, it looks like that. It looks like they go with a bit like Nintendo with their the way they Jesus Christ, I always have to look for these stupid words. The way you shape things. How do you call that? The
Yeah.
form
Okay.
factor.
The form. Ah, the Xbox
Yeah.
Series X is now
So
the
they
new
also made
generation.
it totally black. So actually, it looks more like a PlayStation now than it looked before. Yeah, and it will be a better version of the previous Xbox. I
I don't
mean,
know.
they still keep doing the same thing. I mean, it's not really renewing or anything. So
Let's see what I was able to find. Well,
it
Xbox
still
have
has a disk drive though.
VR.
That was surprising. I thought.
Well, actually, I like it. Actually, playing games from a disc instead of like downloading it all the time.
Well, I think this is just for the older games that are on disc, so that you can keep playing them in terms of compatibility.
Yep. Oh,
Otherwise, I wouldn't understand why you need a disc slot anyway.
no. So actually, I don't know really about the specs. But they say they use a custom process from AMD, making use of the Zen 2
Oh
and
yeah,
Navi architecture.
yeah, it's all AMD now.
Be capable of running games at 120 hertz frames. That's okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
At potential 8K resolution, which is finally cool. Also showcasing eventually real-time ray tracing. Whatever. Cool. Fine. An SSD will come as standard. Yay! Finally.
yeah,
It,
yeah. That was like Jesus Christ.
yes. Finally, an
Finally,
SSD.
use an SSD for God's sakes.
It will have like in terms of standard RAM, it will have like GDDR6. Okay, which is fine. Um, yeah, I'm still not really convinced since I really didn't.
Yeah, I mean it's just an updated version of the normal Xbox. I mean,
Well, it is much more powerful.
yeah, but it's still an update. I mean, they just keep producing a new Xbox every 5 to 6 years, which of course is better because they use a lot of newer parts. I mean, that makes sense.
True.
But it doesn't do anything very different than the previous one. So
Nope. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's a cube box. It's a box.
I'm actually a little bit surprised. I do like the form factor. They're trying something new, but I'm a little bit surprised that they keep on focusing on this machine. Don't you think? I mean, if you compare it to Nintendo, for instance, Nintendo really focuses it on online stuff,
Yep.
and righteously so, because look, we are, old style PC builders, but many people they have a little laptop, but that's it, and they do everything anything online.
Yeah,
So
I did that
we play
for.
all our games online. We download it from online in our system.
Yep.
So I'm surprised they keep focusing on this box. I mean, what are they gonna do with a box?
Or
It will
maybe
be,
or
yeah,
maybe
I don't
they
know.
don't really focus on like streaming stuff, which is actually
I
like I
would have
said.
expected that.
Well, actually, I've tested streaming. I mean, I still do. I had like GeForce Now, which in the beginning worked pretty well, and later it sucked. The same goes with like Shadow. That's the second streaming service I tried, which was actually a complete desktop experience, which worked pretty well. But the fact is the pricing, and you always have the latency, and of course, it depends on your stupid modem. or your stupid internet connection. If you have a decent connection, then it will work. But I think Microsoft thinks, well, hey, you have to download your games instead of streaming. If
Yeah.
Microsoft is still building up like a big machine, then they say streaming is there, but it's not ready. And I think streaming games is there, but I think it's not really ready yet. I think we are still evolving in that part, and I think like consumer modems, like I use at this very moment, and like you are using with your Horizon decoder, I
Mhm.
think they are not optimized for live streaming. I mean, I was able to stream like Shadow and all that kind of stuff. It
Mhm.
worked, but only when my modem actually said, okay, now I'm ready for it and I'm going to do that. So I
Yeah.
think streaming is there, but we are not really ready for it. It's not
Yeah, and
optimized.
one other thing that they could do is use like this Xbox as a also as a little bit of a modem or thingy, and try to streamline it as much as possible through the box.
Maybe.
That's probably what they're planning on doing. But
So
I'm
yeah,
surprised that it's still this big. I would have expected something
same
smaller.
here. I'm still that surprised actually. Yeah.
It's huge because they say this is the biggest Xbox ever. And if you've seen the previous Xboxes, I mean the original one, I still have one here. It's not that big. I mean it's quite compact.
I still have the original here as well.
Yeah, that was a very nice device.
Why do I get YouTube is not streaming and maintained? Well, actually, my streaming is working pretty well, YouTube. So I don't know why you're complaining. I will refresh the page then. Why's YouTube complaining?
And then the funny thing is, PlayStation 5 will of course come with the PlayStation 5, which is also like a an upgrade of their current console. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting a little bit boring, I must admit. And if I compare to Nintendo with Switch, in the way they are proceeding, I would expect that Xbox and PlayStation are more taking the lead in these things because they are more pointed out at more focused on like general gamers.
True.
But in the end, it seems that Nintendo is the only one really doing something new, and they are just trailing behind a little bit.
Yep. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I
Seems
mean,
like it now.
I'm
So
still curious about the new Xbox. It's quite funny. So
yeah,
I
we have
think
to
that
see, of course.
yeah, we have to see it, of course, and I will try it out when it's actually at the Media Markt. I will actually play with it if I have the chance, of course. But yeah, I will try to play with it, and we will actually see what's actually bringing the future. So Microsoft isn't believing in streaming games to you, even when they have the computer power to do it. But if you see
Yeah,
the new Xbox, they are not believing in it.
which is weird because Microsoft is a company that is a promoter of doing everything in the cloud,
But
but then I don't like streaming.
I think that they say, well, we don't do that right now. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's something we have to see in the future. Maybe it will go better. I don't know.
yeah, could be,
So
could be.
yeah, it could be. I'm honestly the design. I think it's a cube. I think it's quite funny. Actually, quite funny design. A little bit
Yeah,
basic.
it's a funny design. I mean, let's see how it works out. I mean, I'm not the person that really focuses on design anyway. But
And I really hope that this will be an Xbox with less rings of death. Um, because
I, I think I
my
think it's not
Xbox
really an issue
360.
with the new Xbox.
Well, actually, my old Xbox 360 died like every week. It gave me a ring of death, red ring of death every
Yeah, but
week.
that was a
Uh,
long time ago.
2006, and even in the 2010, my new model, because I actually refused, so I actually called Microsoft. They actually sent me a new one in 2010, which I actually now gave to Ronald because I don't want that thing anymore because I modded the hell out of it. I gave it like 16 gig of RAM. I actually sold it all that in. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We have to see. I really hope it will be a better product, and I hope it will become less hot because most
Well,
Xbox have
yeah,
the tendency to run hot and become an
yeah,
oven.
they do.
Uh,
They do run hot. Also, the current ones. I've seen a lot of repair videos that people are fixing them, and usually they use very low grade cooling paste, and sometimes they also don't build them that great, and then everything's loose and not really not really properly connected.
yep.
So yeah, they always have a little bit of an issue with overheating. But I think PlayStation has the same thing.
Oh yeah, most consoles because they are jam packed. Even my computer can
Yeah,
become hot, but at
yeah,
least my computer has airflow.
yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
it. Even
Computers
when
are
it is a
built with
little,
airflow in mind.
even when it is now a little bit dusty, I still have to clean it, but I just didn't have the time. So yeah, but that's actually quite funny. So let's go to the next topic, which you actually actually is already said in the beginning. Microsoft is going to clean up their logos. It's actually quite funny.
Yeah, they created a
They're
whole set of new logos, or at least they're gonna utilize a set of new logos.
I'll actually go to our favorite site, hardware.info.
I
Uh,
don't think they're gonna be that different from the current logos. They're just more streamlined, so they have the same color
yep,
and the
it's
same
just,
form.
but it's more in like 3D.
Yeah, it's a bit like the new. If you haven't seen the new Word logo and the new Office logos, it's more in that fashion.
Yeah, it's more in that fashion, so I think that's quite cool. But yeah, that's actually the only thing I was thinking. Okay, that is quite funny that it.
Mm. Yeah, I like the style. I mean, the style's not bad. The coloring is also a little bit more modern. But
Yep. Yeah,
yeah,
that's actually it. What I was
no,
able to find.
yeah. There's not a lot of news. I mean,
No, not what actually
a
I
lot of
was.
stuff already introduced for Christmas, and maybe a little bit more things are coming. But yeah, this is a bit of in between time period. Always, there's not much happening.
True, true. Budget smartphones by hardware.info. Okay, we can look into that, which is quite funny. They actually tested like new budget smartphones, which actually was about time. Because not everyone can afford like a 1,000 euro smartphone. I cannot either because I don't want to have a 1,000 euro iPhone or phone. But yeah, let's see what they actually got. What kind of phones do they have? They're actually using like the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus as their reference phone because that has the best general thing, so it's quite funny. Let's see what phones they actually tested. The Honor 20 Lite. Okay, which is actually the Huawei P Smart 2019. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of Huawei in the first place. Oh, they actually made photos this time of the hardware info building. Okay, funny.
Huh,
Yeah,
Motorola Moto G7.
yeah, the LG Q60. Okay, which actually I had that phone in my hands. Which actually a pretty nice phone, but it's more it's too budget for me. The camera is way too.
Ha! You finally have to admit that LG phones are quite good.
And then the Motorola Moto G7, which is actually not surprised that it's actually in that
No,
list.
it is a good
No,
phone.
but it is a good phone, definitely. Okay. Digital set. Okay.
170 euros for that LG phone. That's not expensive.
Oh, the G7. Okay, HDR implementation. Okay, software based. Okay, fine. Okay, well the photos are okay, but
Even 140 euros. Wow.
the night picture actually no, too bad. Okay, I will refuse to use a Nokia even when they're pretty good. Uh,
Why?
well, actually, the screens. I know it's a budget phone, but if you have like a good camera and you have a budget screen on it, then it's actually no go. I think the screen should be better since screens are actually like cheaper to make. So, keep your age with you, please. Um, so yeah, that's actually okay. That's funny. What do they have more? Okay, I will review the Samsung Galaxy A20e and A40 because I think they are really two budgets. I don't like those phones.
Isn't this the whole object budget phones?
True, true. Xiaomi. Oh, Xiaomi. Oh, Xiaomi still makes decent. Okay. Um, 48 megapixel, blah blah blah, and okay, bullcrap.
Some of
Actually,
these
the
phones are really that cheap. It's like 150 euros.
yeah, the
That's it.
Xiaomi A3 actually making pretty good night photos, which I'm actually quite surprised. Actually, Xiaomi actually made it better than Motorola or Nokia. Okay.
So it has a coloring filter from a more expensive phone. So
True. But it's actually quite funny. Okay, looks pretty okay. Actually, if you want to spend like $100 on a phone, and actually with so
Well,
cheaper phone, you actually come out pretty well.
they do advise to buy one of the Xiaomi phones. Because those are getting an excellent award, so I'm actually quite happy with them.
Yep, less than 250 euros. Not actually less than 250 euros. You actually get a decent phone these days.
Yeah.
Which actually, like, if you went like back years ago in 2010, if you bought a phone for like 200 euros, you actually have a piece of plastic with a screen glued to it, and that was basically it. They're actually getting better, and that's also because the phone
Mm.
technology, the design is actually getting cheaper because we have more brands and actually all made in China.
They do
Uh,
all have almost, well, not all of them, but most of them have AC Wi-Fi. So that's very good.
yep. So the Xiaomi and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 will actually get excellent awards. Okay,
Yeah.
which I'm actually not surprised. What
The
was it?
the A3 also has 128 gigs of memory.
So Xiaomi Red Note 7. Okay, it will cost you like 206 euros for the Xiaomi A3, and for the Note 7 you will pay 180 euros and 29 cents, which actually is quite cool. Actually, quite good. 6.3 inch. Okay, 4K resolution. Okay, I think that Xiaomi actually makes a pretty good decent choice. So if you want to go buy a Xiaomi, and definitely we're not sponsored by it, so we actually have to read it. Actually, that's quite cheap. Actually, I will actually recommend you that, even when I'm an iPhone user.
Yeah, yeah, they say the same thing here.
Yep. So yeah, that was actually it. I can't really
Yeah.
think of other funny parts that I actually like.
Well, I would can give one advice. Don't kiss with a lot of strange women because then you get ill, just like I do.
Yeah, actually, very good advice. Very good
And
advice, people.
especially not when you have
Yeah,
lip herpes.
like Mark has.
Had.
Um,
It's over now. It's gone.
Oh yeah, we still have to reach like the 50 subscribers on both channels, YouTube and Twitch. But we are not reaching it by far. Actually, I will actually get something which you actually can win if you actually have to reach the 50 subscribers. Be right back. I have to get it from downstairs. I'm back.
Hello. Hello.
I was thinking about it before the stream, but I was still keeping it downstairs. I actually have new use for it. I got it, so I didn't pay for it at all. I'm not even sponsored by them. You can win this. A Fitbit, but then from Samsung. Samsung, actually. The Fit E. If you want to win this, you have to subscribe. And if we reach like 50 subscribers on YouTube and Twitch, then you will actually have a chance to win this.
Yay.
And yeah, it will be funny, huh? I mean, it's completely sealed. As you see it, it's sealed here and here. So the original stickers. Yep. So don't ask me how I got it. Well, I work for an ISP, so now you know how I get it. I have no use for it, and because I have an Apple Watch here on my wrist here, perfect. Much more capable of doing things. But yeah, if you want to win this, the Galaxy Fit E, just subscribe. If we reach the 50 subscribers, you actually win this. And
Yay.
but we have to reach the 50 subscribers on both channels. So on YouTube and Twitch, if we read it on both channels, then we will actually do a giveaway on the live stream. And then you actually have to give us your address, of course, and then we'll actually send it to you. Mark, are we going to do this worldwide, or are we going to do this only in
Mm,
the EU?
well, it
Well,
depends.
well, actually, if I send it out the EU, that will actually cost me a lot of money, and we are just a starting channel.
I just want to say,
So,
if you send it worldwide, it will be quite expensive.
this will only be for the EU, so like all European countries, including the UK for now. Even you people in the UK can still try to win this. It will work in the UK. It says here it will work there. So yeah. It
Yay!
has
Well,
a
let's do.
long battery life, outdoor fitness and sleep tracking, and water resistant to 50 meters. That's
Let's do
quite.
EU. So at least well the EU before the Britain leaves, but that's only at the end of January.
Yep.
Otherwise, it will be more expensive, of course. But
So yeah, it's officially made by in Vietnam by Samsung. Manufacturer date is actually from August, so this is made in August. I will not show you the serial numbers. So you can actually win this lovely Fit E. I have no use for it, and I don't want it. I don't need it. I actually want to give it to my little sister, but she wants everything for free. So that's why I'm actually giving it away to you guys. 50 subscribers, you will get this.
very good.
So I'll actually leave it down here.
Excellent.
So yeah, so that was actually it. I don't know anything more to talk about. That's
Nope.
actually the thing with our news topics. We only do what we actually like to say. Yeah, we can talk about credit cards if you want to, but Mark, it hasn't been on work.
No,
Like,
let's not talk about credit cards. I have to talk about credit cards all day tomorrow. So.
oh, kredietkaart. Oh, we love credit cards. Oh, kredietkaart.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Jensen. Well, of course, it's strange that your credit card didn't work during the weekend.
But if you don't pay, then you also actually have to disconnect your credit card, so it doesn't
Yes,
work
exactly.
anymore.
You still have to pay us €1,000. Please pay up.
So yeah, you can actually still win this by entering the giveaway. You can enter it by subscribing to the channel. Both channels.
Yes, I have to
50
agree.
subs. And if you have
Subscribe
to both,
down there.
you have to subscribe to Twitch and YouTube if you want to win this, or you only subscribe to Twitch, but then you have to wait until YouTube has 50 subscribers. So yeah, yeah, why not? So actually, that's what it's for this today. Actually, I'm still rendering a video because I actually made a video this week. It's still rendering on my laptop because my computer was refusing to render the image like I wanted it to be. So yeah, that will be great. When that's up, I will actually first have to check it if it is actually working because it's still my laptop. Because Magix, actually my software that I'm actually using, DaVinci Resolve, I actually recorded all my videos in like dual audio, like stereo. But every time I convert the video to actually like a YouTube video, it actually is mono. And I'm thinking, why the hell does it convert it to mono for some reason?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird, even when I didn't tell it to do that. So it's actually the first time it actually happened. So that's why I'm actually rendering it on my laptop with Windows Movie Maker.
Yay.
Because that's free and it's already on my laptop, and maybe that won't do it. Otherwise, I have to refilm it again, which is not really an issue because I have a lot of B-roll footage. So yeah, that was it for today, and I will say good night, I guess.
Yes, good night. See you next time. And don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe now, and you will win
Bye.
this. Not sponsored by Samsung at any rate. Cheers! What the hell, Mark? Oh, they can still hear us. Oh, lovely. You are so weird.
Alright.
But yeah, still, bye bye.